Down by the old mill stream, where I first met you, with your eyes of blue, dressed in gingham blue. It was there that you love me true. You were 16, my village queen, down by the old mill stream. Down by the old mill stream, where I first met you, with your eyes of blue, dressed in gingham. It was there I knew that you loved me true. You were 16, my village queen, down by the old mill stream. Down by the old mill stream, where I first met you, with your eyes of blue, dressed in gingham too. It was there I knew that you love me true. You were 16, my village queen, down by the old mill stream. But wait, before we get into the chord fingerings and the strumming, here is how the song would go as a waltz. Down by the old mill stream, when I first met you, with your eyes of blue, dressed in gingham too. It was there I knew that you loved me true. You were 16, my village queen, down by the old mill stream. And there it is as a waltz. By the way, the B flat chord that shifts into there, it just happens out of nowhere. It's not in this key. It's an important chord to know. I know a lot of us don't want to learn that chord, but it is an important one. Bar the first two strings at the first fret, middle finger goes on the second fret of the third string, and the ring finger way over here on the third fret of the fourth. The important thing is to keep your wrist dropped so that these fingers, particularly the middle and the ring finger, can arch over these two so it doesn't rest on it. You want to keep these arched and keep this index finger flat on the first fret. So there it is as a waltz. Now let's move on into the chord fingerings and a little bit more into the strum patterns. Hi, Ukulele Mike here with yet another great classic from the Tin Pan Alley era. Now, this song was written by one of the most commercially successful artists of that era, Tel Taylor. He wrote this song in 1910, but most of his songs are unfortunately not known to many people. But this one has lived on. This is a classic. Down by the Old Mill Stream. Now, I'm doing this song in 2 meters, in 3/4 time, which is waltz, 3 beats to the measure, and 4/4 time, 4 beats to the measure. Now, it was not unusual for songwriters of this era to do that. They would actually change the meters. A really classic example is a song by Irving Berlin called Marie, one of his earliest hits. He wrote it as a waltz, 3/4 time. Then later on it was introduced in a film, I think it was in the 30s or 40s, and he decided to change it to a foxtrot, 4/4 time. So it was common to go back and forth between their meters. Now, I've got 2 different strums to match those meters. I'll show you in a minute. And now, it's a short song. So I'm doing it in 3 sections. I just repeat the song 3 times. The first time through, I'm using a technique called tremolo. Now, as you probably know, the ukulele has little sustain, some more than others. You play a chord and the sound dissipates. But with a tremolo, you can kind of create an artificial sustain. And so what you do is, like in this song's in the key of D, so we start with the D chord. And I bar the 2nd fret all the way across, and I put my little pinky up on the 5th fret of the 1st string. You can play the D like this if you wish, with 3 fingers together on the 2nd fret of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string if you wish. Either way. I like this one because it's bright. Anyway, I take the index finger, just take the tip of the finger or the nail, and I just brush it across the string rapidly like this. See how it's sustaining it? It just keeps going and going as long as I can keep up the endurance of doing that. Down by the old mill stream. Pause. When I first met you. And before you do the pause, you kind of slow it down a little bit. Now, this song is very what we call rubato. That means you don't play it in meter. You don't play it with a click or a metronome. You play it very freely. So you have B diminished. And by the way, in this case, I'm playing the B diminished up here on the 4th fret. You can play it down here on the 2nd as well. This is just a higher inversion of it. And what I've done there, I've got my middle finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string, index fingers on the 4th fret of the 4th string. Then I take my ring finger and put it on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and my pinky is on the 5th fret of the 1st string. Now, the reason I like it up there is because I can go from the D chord, and I leave my pinky down as an anchor, and then I just do this to the B diminished. And then I slide now notice this is pretty clever. Take the ring finger, slide it down, and go into an E minor, and then an A7. And I always do my E minor with just 3 fingers. The chord grids usually show 4, but I just do it with just the 3. And then I go, when I first, G chord, A7th, and then I go to a D. With your eyes of F sharp 7th. Okay, so the little pinky's on the 4th fret of the 1st string, index finger's on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, the middle finger's on the 3rd fret of the 4th, and the ring finger's on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And there's an F sharp 7th. Then it goes to a G again, E minor, and then A7th. Now here's an uncommon chord coming up, C sharp 7th. It's really pretty the way it transitions into that. Here's your C7th, 1st fret of the 1st string. You just slide it up and then bar it. C sharp 7th, back to D. And then a little bit later on we got a B minor, barring the 2nd fret all the way across, ring fingers on the 4th fret of the 4th string. You were 16, this is the really dramatic part. You were 16, my village queen. See how it transitions from a D? Now keep it barred and go to B7, which is just adding the middle finger to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Down by the old E7th. First time in the whole song. Down by the old A7th mill. And then we go back to D. Stream. All right, pause. Now, here's the waltz time. I'm going down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. I misspoke there. It's down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Down by the old mill stream, when I first met you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm doing this as a swing waltz. Now a straight waltz would be but I'm syncopating it. I'm giving it a little skipping feel like this. The old mill stream, when I first met you. There's the waltz time. Then I pause. Down by the old mill stream. 4/4 time. When I down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I'm going down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now this is a great song for practicing changing meters, because a lot of times we get kind of stuck into 1 meter. This song is a great tool or a study to work that and to get that ability to change from 3/4 to 4/4. Takes a little time to get that, but once you get it, it's so cool to make those little changes. It adds so much more variety to your playing. Let's see, am I missing anything here? Oh, the other thing too is I'm playing more up on the neck. I like to play up here a lot, right around in this area, because I get the mellowest sound, a nice voicing. So there it is, Down by the Old Mill Stream by Tell Taylor, 1910. Have fun with it and happy strumming.